don't know if y'all just watched the same game I watched, but nothing to be proud of as a Saints fan. What up, Buster? Get a comms check? Buster, Phil, Joe, Brian. Appreciate that, Phil. Happy birthday to my boy Phil. Give him a shout out. Nah, it's disgusting. It's pitiful, man. The performance is just at every position. LSU the same way yesterday. LSU won a game that I think if it was any Power 4 conference, they probably lose by a couple touchdowns. No running game. Couldn't establish a running game at all. Running game non-existent. Right now we're 2-2 on the picks that we give out. Lost the 2 NFL games, won the 2 college games, and we got the Rams -7 tonight. Bro, this fucking team is disgusting, dude. Like, it's so hard to watch these guys. No momentum, no running game. Defense looks alright. Defense kept us in the game early. It's tough being a Saints fan right now. Let's fucking just drink our sorrows away, I guess. Shador got his first start today for the Browns. He went out there. He looked pretty nice. Same primetime was in attendance for that game to see Shador in his first start. Complete a little bit over 50% of his passes. Had a nice 50-yard pass early on. They got the win. Myles Garrett gets 3 sacks today as usual. So I think Myles Garrett's at like 18 sacks right now. 18 sacks with freaking 5 or 6 games to go. Let's see. With 6 games to go. But yeah, this I mean, the first half, late into the second quarter, only had yeah, he is a beast. Generational talent being wasted in Cleveland. The Saints had 21 offensive plays halfway through the second quarter. So the offense wasn't on the field. When they were on the field, they were 3 and out. The fumble early on, the fumble, the first play of the drive when you had a little bit of momentum on that handoff to AK. AK gets hurt on a hip drop tackle. Hopefully he comes back and he's better. Devin Neal looked okay, I guess, but until they can establish a running game and keep some of that pressure off Tyler Shuck, it doesn't matter who the quarterback is. It doesn't matter who the head coach is. It just sucks to be a Saints fan. So it's fucking horrible. It's like watching the Bad News Bears out there. Same thing with LSU yesterday. You're playing Western Kentucky. You expect them to blow Western Kentucky out. Who It was a decent team, but you win 13-10. Yeah, I don't know. These Louisiana teams are killing us right now. Tulane got the dub versus Temple. That was one of our picks that we give out this week. Big win for Tulane. So really the only team that fucking won. So I mean, I think the Saints are a couple losses away from just relocating this motherfucker to like Alaska or something. That's how bad they are. At every position, we're old, we're slow, we're not competitive. Say, guy.
So what's the deal with the Saints, buddy? With this sorry ass field goal kicker, and what's so funny on the sidelines with Taysom Hill smiling after you mess up twice in the inside the 10-yard line, inside the 5. I just don't get it. I mean, are they just not disciplined through the coach, or what's your commentary on that?
Yeah, I don't think there's any discipline there. If it was Sean Payton, they wouldn't be out there smiling. I think it's a lack of competitiveness and a lack of discipline for sure. It kind of brings me back to like the Aaron Brooks and Jim Haslett days. You know? Aaron Brooks should go out there and fumble the ball or throw an interception, and he's smiling about it on the sideline. It sucks, man.
It really does. It just. I mean, we had so many chances in this game, and just the field goal, the kicker is so pathetic, and it's been all season. It's not just today, and I would have cut him a long time ago. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I think it comes from upper management with Mickey Loomis. It doesn't care anymore. I don't get it. I mean, it's we got some really passionate fans here in New Orleans, and we see this, and it's like there's nothing being done about it. Mickey Loomis doesn't care anymore, and you got this guy that comes in as a coach, and he has no emotion on the sideline. I don't know. It's confusing. It's just really I don't get Kamara last weekend. Feel like he didn't really give a damn about what was going on. It's like he quit on us, not last week, but the weekend before. You can just tell that these guys, it's like they're not putting up the effort. I mean, I think we played hard today. The field goal kicker, he just pretty much, I don't even know what to say about this guy. It takes it out of the rest of the team to see this clown come out here and miss 2 chip shots, which would have kept us in the game from the get-go, and then motivates the rest of the team. I don't understand, buddy. I mean,
Groupie, he's like a little elf on the shelf. Like, he should have been fucking fired earlier in the season when he missed those chip shots. So, and just think, you got rid of Will Lutz, who's one of the best kickers in the league, to have this fucking jabroni over there missing field goals every game. So, in chip shots, like extra points. I mean, it's not like he's missing 50-plus yarders. He's missing mid-30 yarders. So, and the rest, I think what you just said is very valuable. I think it's there's no emotion at the head coaching position. There's no emotion at the general manager position. It just seems like everybody's they're okay with defeat. So we're just breeding a bunch of losers down there, and it starts with Mickey Loomis. Mickey Loomis has ran the franchise in the ground. There's no integrity. It's unfortunate, dude. Like, we competed at such a high level for a long time, and now we accept defeat. We accept having a horrible team. So I think they need to fucking fire Mickey Loomis to start off, and you just got to rebuild this thing from the walls up, from the ground up. I mean, fucking Mickey's got to go, dude. Mickey's a problem. He's running the NFL team and the NBA team, and they're both the worst in pro football and basketball. Like, what the fuck are we doing, man?
Yeah, I agree. And you know what? I got to give it to Sean Payton. He's a sharp guy, and he took a lot of our good players. He got Will Lutz over there kicking field goals out the ass. He just took a lot of our good players. He's smart, and I don't know, Gotti. I'm just very disappointed. It just bums you out, and I'm hoping that Miss Benson somebody could talk to her and make her realize, without a doubt, Mickey's got to go. We've been saying that for the last couple of years with Mickey Loomis, and they did get rid of the garbage coach for the Pelicans. What's his name? I forgot. I can't even think of his name off the top of my head.
Yeah, they got rid of him last week.
Yeah, so they made one move there, and just I don't know. I don't know, Thomas. I'm hoping that this Kellen Moore guy here, I don't know. I don't think the team respects him. If they did, they wouldn't be laughing their ass off on the sidelines, first and foremost.
Yeah,
That's
you
really would piss me off more than anything.
Yeah, me too. You wouldn't see that on a Sean Payton coach team. Like Sean, I mean, you don't have any dog in you. You don't have players that hate to lose. You know what I mean? Like they expect just to score some points and everybody's happy. And I think this kid he's Kellen Moore's just too passive. I think he's afraid to get on to the players and discipline the players. And right now it's like the Wild Wild West. Everybody's doing whatever they want.
Yeah, pretty much so. Well, just on the last note, last thing I want to bring up, and I need your perspective on, and is with LSU, is that I hope that we get Lane Kiffin, and I've been hearing a lot of good vibes on that he's probably going to come to us. But I want your analysis on that. Do you think we're going to get Lane Kiffin?
I surely hope so. And look, I keep up with it almost every hour because I'm highly intrigued about that. And I don't know if LSU has a plan outside of Lane Kiffin, but it definitely looks like LSU's the front runners. I think Florida was mentioned. I think Florida's out of that race now. But I don't know if you've seen, but I think LSU either offered or is prepared to offer him like a $98 million contract. So. And I think Ole Miss can match that. I don't think Ole Miss can match the NIL money. But I'm on the Lane train, man. I like his quirkiness. I like what he brings to the table. Offensive coach. We've lacked that. We've lacked having an offensive coach, an offensive-minded coach. What I'm afraid of is if Lane does plan to stay, who's the next choice? That's if he plans to stay at Ole Miss or go to Florida, who else is out there that the Tigers will be able to pull in? So yesterday's performance was absolutely horrible. I mean, Western Kentucky, you went 13-10. Like that's unacceptable.
Yeah, it is. Well, I've got a good one for you that you might want to think and do some research on, and I'm hoping that I really want Lane Kiffin first and foremost. Yeah. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I mean, his daughter's dating Weeks, one of the players for the Tigers, and that might be a lure for us to get him. But if you go back to the past, the best team of all time in college football, as far as I'm concerned, with LSU was with Burrow and all that, and who was the offensive coordinator? Joe Brady.
Joe Brady.
So his name was mentioned, so I'm thinking that if we don't get Lane Kiffin, that's where I would go. We need an offensive mind. And what do you think about that one?
No, I like that. So Joe Brady's. If you look up like the Vegas odds right now, it's Kiffin first, and Joe Brady's second. And Joe Brady was a good bit down that list when this whole coaching carousel began. So I like Joe Brady. He's got ties to the Saints organization. He was on that 2020, 2019 LSU team. So, and look what he's done in Buffalo. I mean, what he's done with Josh Allen. So I think he can develop quarterbacks. He's a young, innovative coach, right? He's going to have a different style of energy. And that's what we need. We need a young guy, and then we don't need somebody that's at the end of his career. We need somebody that can recruit and relate to this current generation. So,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, so he's out there, and then there's another guy that I've seen a lot of talk about, and that's this guy from Arizona State, Kenny Dillingham. same style of coach, like offensive minded, young. But it's going to be hard to pry him away just because Arizona State's his alma mater. So I don't expect him to leave there. But right now, the two that I would take and the two front runners are Joe Brady and Lane Kiffin. There's some speculation about Nick Saban, and I think there's a little truth to it just because Vegas has him top 3 in the odds. But I wouldn't hold my breath on Saban coming back, and I'd rather Kiffin than Saban right now anyway.
Yep, and Saban, I think because of the portal, I don't think Saban's going to come out to coach again. Not that he's not going to ever coach again, but he had a good little speech yesterday on his commentary on game day where these players, these organizations coming after coaches and players before the season's not even ended, and that's kind of bumming Saban out. So I don't see him coming out of ESPN talking, with the sports. Saturdays in the mornings. So I don't know about Saban, but don't get me wrong, I would love to see him back over here without a doubt.
Yeah, for sure. I would too, and I just don't think he likes the new culture. I was able to watch what you're referring to yesterday, and he doesn't like the coaching changes mid-season, which I agree with him. Like, man, you can't if you're out there, visiting other schools while your team's on a playoff run. That's a disservice to those players. So,
exactly.
And look, he's about to be 10-1. He's gonna be in the playoffs with Ole Miss, and I don't know if it was true or not, but there's multiple reports that Ole Miss give him an ultimatum to make a decision right after the Egg Bowl whether he's going to stay or go. So, and if he says he's going to go, I can't see Ole Miss allowing him to coach that team in the playoffs. So, but if he does leave, the good thing is LSU needs a coach in there now that can start recruiting and getting in that transfer portal. So that transfer portal is what's got everything screwed up right now because there's 2 windows for it. You got a window the first or second week of January, and then you got one after the national championship. So I don't know, man. It's a different world. It's like a free agent frenzy in the middle of college football season, which shouldn't exist. It's not fair to the players that committed to the university, but also committed to that coach.
Yeah, but I didn't know about that, what you just said, that there's a time period there before and after on the portal and all that. So that's interesting. I didn't know about that. But
yeah, there's 2 windows.
Yep, so that's actually very important. I guess that's why they threw that little display on the screen with that Lane Kiffin was going to make a decision by next weekend. I don't know if that comes into play with what you just said, but
probably so.
Yeah, so hopefully, man, I tell you what, I think Lane Kiffin, without a doubt. If not, I think Joe Brady's my second option, and we'll see what we got. But the Saints disappoint me badly, because we should have won that game. I fired a kicker right off the get-go tonight in LSU. I think Lane Kiffin definitely. It's not Joe Brady, but let's see what happens.
Yeah. I think Kellen Moore, to show that he's a man and he's got some stroke over that team. If I was him, I would be releasing Groupie tonight as soon as he got off the airplane and bringing in some kickers because nobody can do worse. I mean, fucking Jameis Winston could do better than that. Jameis is out there throwing and catching touchdowns for the New York Giants right now. I mean,
I've seen that.
Fucking, I don't know, dude. Like, it can't be worse than Groupie. So, and you're right. Look, those 6 points, that may not have changed the game, but it changed the momentum. Those field goals would have kept us in the game at that time. So,
yep.
But
okay, well, keep your good show up. I didn't hear about it till my nephew told me about it, but keep the good work up. And if you hear anything that I got my brothers, that we keep up with our teams, and let me know. Let us know if you hear anything with LSU. And as far as the Saints, let's just hope that Kellen Moore can grow some balls and be a little more disciplinary and all this laughing on the sideline when you when you lose it. That's unacceptable to me. But we'll see what goes from there.
Yeah, well, follow us. We go live on Sundays after the Saints game at 6:30, and then we also go live on Wednesdays. So middle of the week to kind of go over the sports picks for the week. So call in. I appreciate you calling in tonight and hide your baby mama.
All right, man. You have a good one.
All right.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. First time caller there. He brought us some really good points. I mean, Kellen Moore's got to coach with some balls. He's got to make decisions with some balls. Like right now, it doesn't look like he's got it. He looks scared on the sideline. It's unfortunate, man. Like you need that dog like Sean Payton. Jabari Gibbs today. I looked at my fantasy league. He had 61 points in fantasy today. Over 200 rushing. Let's catch this call here. Say, guy.
All right. How y'all doing tonight?
Just sitting here talking about LSU, how bad they looked. Talking about the Saints, how bad they look. Talking about Mickey Loomis because he's a garbage-ass general manager. Talking about the Pelicans because they suck. And just kind of reminiscing on this victory from Tulane this weekend. So,
Yeah.
how's it going? How's it hanging?
Low and loose and full of juice. How about yourself?
Full of what?
Juice. Ready to blow both barrels.
What you talking about?
What you talking about?
There's all.
Yeah, it sucks that the Saints have to lose against Atlanta.
Yeah,
Always.
it was especially a game that you could have won. I mean,
Right. Correct.
I don't know, dude. It's kind of it sucks to be in a game like that and just never catch momentum. The defense played well. The offense couldn't run the ball. They couldn't protect Shuck. They looked lost on the fucking field. It's like watching the Replacements or something out there, like the Bad News Bears. Like it's absolutely disgusting. Looks like a lack of preparation. I don't know. I don't know where you go from here. And the bad thing is right now is where we should be evaluating Shuck to see if he's our future quarterback. But motherfucker, you can't evaluate anything with that team. Like, bro, it's about time to just burn that dome down and relocate to fucking Alaska or San Antonio or something. Like, fuck, man, what are we doing?
I don't know, but I was going to ask you what was your thoughts on Shuck tonight.
I think he was average. I mean, I don't think Shuck was any better than what we've seen from Spencer Rattler. He didn't show me anything today. He completed, maybe 60% of his passes. He threw an interception at the end of the game that I don't care about, but because you're down 2 touchdowns, I don't know. I mean, he don't look like the franchise quarterback that we have, or the franchise quarterback we need. But then again, I don't think that's a fair assessment because you couldn't run the ball at all. Like, bro, we cannot run the football, and you got to be able to run the football to have a successful quarterback. So, the running game is non-existent. So it's hard to blame Shuck for that. I think Shuck did enough not to lose us the game, but I think Spencer was doing that as well. So right now I'll put, we made a quarterback change from Spencer to Shuck, but you got so many holes on this team. You need to get the first round pick, and you need to trade that first round pick for 3 or 4 future first round picks and start rebuilding this team from the inside out. Cause right, and you got to hit. You can't draft bust, but this team right now is fucking garbage.
Right. I mean, but as bad as we're playing, we should get first pick. I mean. Well,
we'll be there with the Jets and the Giants, the Jets, the Giants, and who else is there? Maybe Cleveland.
Carolina?
Carolina's got 6 wins. Cleveland, but the good thing about the Giants is the Giants won't draft a quarterback. The Jets will need a quarterback, so where the Saints draft that Fernando kid from Indiana's projected to be the top quarterback. You make a decision. You take him or you trade out and you get some draft capital to rebuild the franchise. The bad thing is, as soon as you make that decision to trade out, you're committed to a rebuild. And where we sit today, on November 23rd, 2025, we'll be in the same situation next year, just with a younger team with more hope. So, but I think you got to do it. I mean, you got to bust the sheetrock down. Take the electrical out. You got to strip this bitch down to the studs and start over. You can't keep putting a Band-Aid. You can't keep putting a Band-Aid over a pile of dog shit and expect to bounce back. It ain't gonna happen. For one, you need a franchise quarterback. For two, you need to be able to protect that franchise quarterback, and you need some playmakers. Our fucking playmakers, we don't have playmakers. So,
right.
But, all right, what'd you think about the LSU game?
Did not watch it. Did not watch it. Doing what I always do. Had yard work to do, man.
Gotcha. Well, the picks that we give out, I know we was 4-0 last week. Right now, we're 2-2. We lost the 2 NFL games we give out Wednesday. We won the 2 college games with Tulane and Louisiana Raging Cajuns. So we're at 500 right now. And the lock of the week was the Rams -7 versus Tampa tonight, which should be a doozy. Should be a really good ball game. So, hey, while I got you here, what's the price of gold looking like right now? An ounce?
It's about $1,450. So it's getting on up there.
No, the price of gold. How much is it an ounce? No, it's not 1,400.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. 4,050. I'm sorry.
4,100.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anybody on the chat, if you collect gold, gold's at almost an all-time high right now. Maybe an all-time high. It's booming right now at 4,000 an ounce. So if you're invested in anything, right now is a good time to buy or sell or invest in the gold. So
no, when it's hot, it's time to sell. And here's the thing: Bitcoin is about $86,000 off its top of 125,000 a coin. So it's back down to 86,000. So you might want to look into that.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But I don't know if gold's gonna go down though. Is the thing. Like it's at 4,000. I don't expect it to drop down to 2,000 to get a reasonable buy. I think what you got it at now, it's only gonna go up from there, huh? Within 10% both ways.
Yeah, it'll probably drop down a little bit from here, or be range bound in the same area. But over time, it's gonna do nothing but go up.
Yeah, so buying right now is not necessarily a bad thing because it's not going to drop less than 10% right now. I wouldn't think. I don't see it going any less than 3,500 an ounce if it gets that low. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I would put a little bit into it, but not all of it, because if it drops back down, you would like to buy some more at a cheaper price. Bring your cost average down.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, how's your fantasy looking?
Fantasy, man, well, my team shit on me again this week, but who I was playing, they shit on him real bad. So, I mean, I'm doing all right. It looks like I'm going to pull it off, no problem.
You gonna be?
I'm just hoping for another player that's only got one loss. Hopefully he pulls it off, and I get the bye week if he ends up winning.
I got you. Well, I know you got JT. It's one of JT's off weeks, but that's not necessarily a bad thing for you going into the playoffs. So
correct. Yep. And like I said, I still have a shot of getting a bye week. So, but that's hinging on somebody else's team, So
yeah,
I mean, I'm clinched the playoffs, and I mean that's all I ask for, really.
Yeah. So invest in the gold. And run what you said about Bitcoin back real quick. We usually don't talk about these type of things, but I'm kind of intrigued with those numbers that you threw out there.
Well, Bitcoin hit a high of a couple months ago of 125,000 a coin, and it has dropped back down to about 86,000 a coin. And of course, who can afford to buy one whole Bitcoin? You can buy fractions of a Bitcoin, but you're still looking at a 30% jump from. 35-40% jump from where it's at now, So
yeah,
and that's short term if you want to play it that way.
Gotcha. So how do you feel about LSU's next coach?
Well, I was thinking it would probably be what's his name, Saban, but the new guy from that you were talking about, it'd be good to, get somebody new in there.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, we definitely need somebody in there. I will say, Devin from Hold the Mayo, Zach Deladale, whatever, he hit me up today, and he was at the game and ran into him, and he asked him, he's like, you still talk to Dirty Red from Bay St. Louis? And he said, yeah. So hopefully we can and I still hit him up every now and then, but hopefully we can get on a call with him soon, because the dude's got a good show over there,
Yeah, that makes for some good entertainment right there, Bo.
Yeah, respect your body and hide your baby mama all in one.
Hide your baby. Look, man. I got rid of everything I got. I'm single. Look, I'm thinking about disappearing out of town next week. What you talking about?
Oh, dude, you telling the right one that right now.
Look, I'm going to another area code, so it's all up in there for now. You know what I'm saying?
Let me know if you need a roommate, because Dirty Red going through it today.
Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. If you ever need somebody to talk to you, and look, I might give you some good advice, but good luck to you. If you ever need somebody to talk to, just give me a call.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do that. You might be the last person I call, but you're on that list. You know what I'm saying? So.
It might be last, but at least I'm on the list, right?
Yeah, that's right. So, overall, so it does look like the Saints are going to end up with, at the end of the day, with at least the top 3 pick. Tyler Shuck. I know there's some hate on him, but look, Shuck didn't lose the game. He managed the game. I think what you've seen from Shuck today is what you've seen from Spencer every week. Looks like there was a lack of preparation. The handoff early in the game, it's hard to say whose fault that was. Fantasy penalized Shuck, but in my opinion, it just doesn't look like a well-disciplined coach team like Sean Payton would have them. And as the first caller that called in, it was the first time calling in. I really appreciated that call. Very intelligent caller when it comes to sports. Like, there's definitely a lack of discipline. They're on the sidelines having, everybody smiling and cutting up, and acting like they're just clinched the playoffs, and you're fucking losing the game. So.
What do you think part of it would be lack of experience on Shuck's behalf?
Now, I don't think Shuck played bad. I think Shuck was under pressure constantly. I think it's a lack of game planning, a lack of head coaching experience and coordinator experience. Yeah, it's just unfortunate to see, man, because there's a lot of talent on the team. And there's some older talent on that team, too, with, DeMario and Cam Jordan. Those guys that are at the end of their career who aren't as athletic as they once were, but they're smart players. AK, even Jawan, Justin Reed's, a vet in the league. Alontae Taylor's, 4 or 5 years in. Like, there's experience out there. It's just... and Alonte's out there. He's lowering shoulder pads and making hits out there on the perimeter. So I think it's a lack of there's a lack of leadership for one. And nothing hurts me more than to be losing. Like, losing to me is the worst thing in the world. I'm the ultimate competitor. I don't like to lose in anything I do. And to watch the team that you love to be losing on the sideline with a bunch of grown men that make millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars, smiling, having a good time, that hurts my heart, dude. You should never. When you're playing for that kind of money and you make that kind of money, it should be about winning, not about the love for the game. It should be balanced. There should be both. You should hate to lose. And right now, I don't think anybody hates to lose. I think it's a fucking expectation that we're going to lose, and that's the wrong mindset going into the game. So,
right.
I mean, that's my opinion on the situation. and I know you got some competitors out there that hate it, but Drew Brees, I guarantee you, when Drew lost sleep. When Drew threw a pick or he didn't execute a play, he was on the sideline beating himself up, and he came out and he give you his best on the next possession. Right now, we go 3 and out. These motherfuckers go to the sideline like it don't matter. And that's not being competitive. That's not a winning culture. And
you need to go out there and earn your paycheck. I mean, you're getting paid all that money. Play like there's no tomorrow. Because if you keep playing like that, they ain't a team gonna want you. If you keep playing like that.
Well, also Kellen Moore. Kellen's he's gotta learn too and understand that they're not gonna respect him if there's no discipline. Like, I get the players coach mentality, like a Mike Tomlin. In this generation, you can't get out there and just get in somebody's ass like you used to be able to. But you have to be balanced. You have to be able to discipline these guys, whether they're grown men or not. And right now, it's like being in the Ninth Ward right now, like just doing whatever, bro. Just you got BB guns out there, and we just at war with each other, like, and nobody can stop us. The NOPD don't matter. Nothing matters. Like, you do what you want to do, and I mean, they're probably over there fucking shooting dice and playing blackjack on the sidelines in the middle of the game. Like, there's no discipline, and it hurts my heart to see that, because Sean Payton was a player's coach, but also a very tedious coach, right? That paid attention to detail, but brought discipline to the table. He would get in your ass, like, and you don't have that right now.
But as long as you did your job, you had nothing to worry about with him,
Yeah, and that was the motto back then. Do your job, do your part, You do your job, the next man, the guy next to you does his job, the guy next to him does his job, you got a chance to win.
That's it, man. But, yeah, man, like I said, it's always good talking with you, So, look, hopefully, sooner or later we turn this damn thing around, because, I don't want to go back into the baghead mentality, but I'm going to be a Saints fan.
Well,
always have been and gonna be.
Yeah, and I'm the same way. Like, if we got to put a bag on our head, we put a bag on our head. I mean, I'll put a bag on my head and call me Felicia for the night. I've done that before. Like, sometimes that's just what it takes. You know what I mean? That's right. That way you don't remember it the next morning. So,
blame it on the high news, right?
Yeah, blame it on something. Cut the lights out, throw a bag on her head, and call it a day. So, it's about where I'm at anyway. But yeah, I mean, we got to be loyal. Look, we got to be loyal to the organization, and the franchise is frustrating, but we can't give up on them. You just got to be patient and hope they make the right decisions, and make competent decisions for the future of the franchise too. So, before we get off the phone today, the Dallas Cowboys, what a game today! They were down 21-0. Third quarter. They make a run and end up beating the Eagles 24-21. So after being down 21-0, so that was a huge game there. So
the Eagles didn't score nothing in the second half, did they?
No, they didn't. They didn't.
Huh.
Yeah, and they fumbled a punt return. With 5 minutes left, the game was tied up. They fumbled a punt return, and Dallas was able to run that clock down to about 4 minutes, and they went for it on 4th and goal, didn't get it. Eagles got the ball back, Cowboys got the ball back, went down there and kicked the game-winning field goal. So, but look, I won't hold you any longer, man. I appreciate the call. We're in a bad state right now. Just stay loyal to the franchise, and just hope that we get out of this hole. And like I've said before, make sure you got your bags ready, because that's where we're at.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look, we'll catch you on the next podcast. So,
all right.
I'll at you later. And
hey,
hold your baby mama tight. All right.
All right. Well, make sure you hide yours with a brown paper bag.
Oh, Dave. Oh, have a good one.
All right. Good call there. Yeah, Phil, I don't disagree. Devin Neal looked like he was shot out of a cannon a couple times. I wish he would have touched the ball more, though. Having him come in and only run the ball, 7 times. For me, pound him. AK goes down in the first half. Neal looks like a bright spot, so hand him the ball. And look, Taysom, bro, get Taysom out of there, man. Taysom carries the ball 11 times a day for 17 yards. Bro, get him off the field. I'd rather see possessions with Shuck and Devin Neal than to see fucking Taysom out there averaging less than 1 yard a carry. At 39 years old, 3 torn ACLs, torn Achilles. Like, motherfucker, go get a wheelchair. Say, guy.
Dirty Red.
What's happening?
Billy City Sportsman here.
What them Ducks look like the last couple days?
Well, yesterday was a good day. A little foggy in the morning. So we killed 8 yesterday. Today we only killed 1. It was a hard day today. We had to go searching for them ducks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sometimes that's what it takes, and until that, man, you just got to get the cold weather. You need the ponds and stuff like that freezing over up north, right, to get them ducks to migrate down here. And we just haven't had that cold weather, but I've seen a couple weather reports that first, second week of December, it should get pretty cold. So we should have some something flying around other than some old dirty Maganzas or something. You know what I mean?
I got a weather report this morning. Wednesday morning, come Thursday, we're gonna have a nice cold front come through. So hopefully we'll have a new batch of birds come through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what sucks, man, with that whole duck hunting thing is like, when Duck Dynasty come out and things like that, these Bass Pro Shops and all these big time companies, they start putting heaters in the ponds up north, right? Because the ponds would freeze over and the ducks would migrate south. They put these fucking heaters up there and the ducks quit migrating south. That shit should be illegal, man.
Very illegal.
So Ducks Unlimited, Bass Pro Shops, all them companies do that now. When I was a kid, ducks were everywhere down here, and now you go out there, it's hard to see a nice mallard, or there's just a bunch of Maganzas or wood ducks out there. So.
Yep, we're getting back at it tomorrow. I'm off all week. I took my last week of baby time at work, so I'm gonna get some duck hunting done this weekend or this week. I got some done this weekend, but this week will be a full week of duck hunting. So,
gotcha. Well, wish you the best there.
Getting back after it in the morning. So,
gotcha. What's up, man? Talk to me about football.
Man, I didn't really get to watch any. We had a long duck hunt this morning. I didn't get home till almost noon, so I didn't. And then I had to do a little, honeydews around the house. But I checked all my games. Man, we hit pretty good.
Do we? I haven't went through the games yet.
We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 hits, 1 loss.
Let's go. That's huge.
11 hits, 1 loss.
Who was the loss?
Buffalo and Houston.
Buffalo and Houston. Yeah, I think anybody would have lost that game.
Yep. We talked about the over.
Yeah.
And Houston covered it. So.
Yeah, it fucking by 1 point, bro. The thing is if I was rooting for Buffalo to throw a touchdown on that last possession to at least tie it up or bring it into overtime, and now we would have hit the over, but I think it set still at 42 and the over-under was at 43. But I haven't looked at the numbers, but to know we hit 11 out of 12 games is huge.
11 out of 12 games, yep. We still got the 7:20 game, the Rams game to play tonight too. So hopefully we can go there.
Well, that was my lock of the week. So what you're referring to is the just straight up money lines that we give out on the rundown on Wednesday. So just overall on the five games of the week that we hit. So we lost the over/under in the Buffalo game, and we lost the Chiefs today by half a point. So both of those two games, we lost one by 1 point, we lost the other one by half a point, and then we hit on Tulane and we hit on the Raging Cajuns, and then the fifth game that we give out was the Rams -7. So right now, money line we're 11-1 against the spread. We're even, pending a Rams cover the spread tonight. So that's huge, man. That's you put money line parlays in, and the payout isn't that much, but to hit 11, so that means we're 11-0 today.
Oh yeah.
So
it's been a good day so far. I haven't really got to watch football today. I was outside, doing Christmas decorations and stuff like that. So
yeah.
But I will definitely be watching the 7:20 game. They're about to start here in a few minutes. And then Monday night we have the Panthers and the 49ers.
Yeah. I'm not sure what that spread is, but don't get tricked into San Fran too much. Carolina's a sneaky good team. Like I said the other night, I did not realize that they were 6-5. Or are they 5-6? Let me double check that.
6-5.
6-5, dude. That's sneaky good. So spread 7. If you can get it at 7.5, I'm taking Carolina on that one. The only thing is, man, is the 49ers got so many weapons. Purdy's back. You got CMC, you got Kittle, you got Jawan Jennings. They got so many good players over there. And it's going to take a good game by Bryce Young, and Bryce Young's he's 50-50, man. It just depends on what day of the week it is. So, I mean, last week this motherfucker looked like a Warren Moon out there. He had 446 passing yards, I think. I was like, who is this dude? You know what I mean? We never seen that from Bryce, but look, he's one of those guys where he's got the talent. He was the number 1 overall pick or top 3 pick somewhere in there. Carolina traded with the Bears to draft him. The same year that Stroud came out from Ohio State. I can't remember exactly where he was drafted, but I mean, the talent's there, right? But the consistency is what we're missing with him.
Yep.
So, but that Carolina team's definitely trending in the right direction, and we still have to see Carolina one more time in 3 weeks. So we got Miami next week, Tampa Bay, and then Carolina. So
I think it's their house too, huh?
Yeah.
Home game.
No. It's in New Orleans.
Yeah, it's in New Orleans. Okay.
Yeah, it's in New Orleans. So that's a little advantage, I guess. I don't even think the fucking Dome's a advantage anymore. Back in the day, when 2015 or 2008 to 2017, you could say that the Dome was home field advantage, but I don't know, man. You look at some of these games, like when the Saints play the 49ers early in the season, it looked like a 49ers home game. So, and that's the fans' fault, right? I mean, we get that the Saints are struggling. They look like fucking garbage, bro. They look like the Bad News Bears. They look absolutely horrendous. But all these season ticket holders and loyal Saints fans that's been out there all these years are selling their tickets to the visitors, which isn't helping the cause either. So
exactly. I don't know who that was you were on the phone with before me, but every word y'all talked about, man, that was I was listening to every word. That from both of y'all, from both aspects, that was you couldn't say anything better.
Yeah, so he was a first-time caller, and I didn't catch his name. Yeah, first-time caller. He actually said my name, so I'm guessing he said his nephew turned him on to me. So I'll try to figure out who it is. If not, it doesn't matter. But, yeah, very intelligent sports conversation. Yeah, and like the dude, he knew what he was talking about, right? He's LSU and the Saints. He knew what he was talking about, and we respect those type of calls. So,
yep, definitely. Yeah, like I said, I didn't get to watch the game. I kind of like paid attention on my phone when I was outside working. I just don't know, man. I don't know what we got to do.
What do you think about all this hype about Lane Kiffin going to Baton Rouge?
Man, I've seen that, and $90 million, man. I don't know.
I'd give him.
I don't know if he's actually true, doing this or not, but hopefully they can figure something out, you know what I'm saying? Because we need somebody.
Yeah, and I mean, $90 million's nothing at a power 4, power 5, and a power 4, power 5 conference, especially one of those teams in those conferences that are, competitors every year like LSU. So I think it's pretty much a blank check, but I will say that Ole Miss came out and said they won't lose Lane due to money, and they're prepared to match any contract that's put out there.
I saw that.
So now that's a contract for Lane. I don't necessarily know if Ole Miss is committed to committing to the NIL salary, like the yearly spending on NIL that LSU would be able to give Lane. But I think right now the ball's in Lane's court. Lane could wake up tomorrow and say he wants to be a Gator. He'll be a Gator. He could say he wants to be a Tiger. He'll be a Tiger. He could say he wants to stay in Oxford, and he'll be in Oxford for the rest of his life.
I saw something where Florida said that they would match anything that anybody else would match him with. So I don't know what his thoughts are. That's out of our realm pretty much. But
I think there's a bunch of different things that matter, right? So I think with Florida, one downside of going to Florida, there's a lot of talent in Florida, but you're also competing with other major schools in the state, with Miami, Florida State, USF. You have to compete with those. There's no in-state recruiting competition in Louisiana. So if you're a good coach and a good recruiter, you put a fence around Louisiana, you lock down the talent in Louisiana, and then you start picking, these 5 stars and 4 stars from other states, then I think that's huge, just because there's no competition in the state. So, and one thing I'm not worried about is Lane's recruiting. Like, look at the quarterbacks. He's got Chambliss over there. I forget his first name, but that Chambliss, he looks like the best quarterback in the SEC, in my opinion. So, I believe the recruiting's there no matter what. We just got to get him in there. We need that. We need him to say, "I'm going to Baton Rouge," and that shit's going to turn around, dude. So,
I hope he makes up his mind here soon. I know they probably only have a couple more days left to figure this out.
So I think the decision's going to be made after the Egg Bowl is what I've read. Like, Ole Miss give them an ultimatum to make a decision after that Egg Bowl versus Mississippi State this coming up weekend. So next Monday we might have a decision. So
yeah, well, hopefully they make up their minds and they get this deal done. We need a coach. So, I mean, we played Western Kentucky Saturday night. I mean, who are they? Nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We need somebody. I know we only got, 5 games left, 6 games left?
No. 3 games, huh? No, 1 game.
Yeah, that's right.
1 or 2 games left. I know we got Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, yep.
That might be it, that might be it.
Yeah.
So NFL, you got a couple more, but the college season's wrapping up. So, I mean, they got to make a decision. I think the biggest thing for LSU is if Lane doesn't go, what's your next option? Is it Joe Brady? Is it Dillingham from Arizona State?
Summerall from Tulane.
Or Summerall, or do you go write a blank check and try to bring Miss Terry and Nick back? Like, I think that's the biggest thing that I think LSU has all its eggs in one basket, and they're also showing Lane, like, look, you're our guy right now. We need an answer, So we're not out here flirting with other women. We're committed to you. Even though committing to a woman these days is It's hard to do, but yeah, I mean that's kind of the approach that I think LSU's got. So,
what we think about basketball? What you think?
I think Zion's a fucking bum that needs to be traded. Stays.
I think he's gone real fast.
Zion is fucking trash, bro. Like, he's got so much talent, so much athletic ability. Come out, looked in shape this year. Looked like he was on Ozempic for about 6 months because he looked like he lost about 40 pounds. In the spring, dominating. Looks like Michael Jordan, like a version of Michael Jordan and Shaq. The motherfucker goes out there, third game of the season, gets hurt. I mean, they got a lot. They got a lot of talent. They got a lot of talent over there. I went and watched them play the other night. They're not ready, bro. That whole city, the professional sports in New Orleans is fucking just in shambles right now, and that's Gail Benson and baby leg Mickey Loomis. I mean, Mickey Loomis has got to have one the size of a freaking I don't know, like an adult baby leg or a newborn child, because he's running the city in the ground, dude.
Oh yeah, I think it's time for him to go, but they're not going to do anything with him. They're going to send him, and that's where the decision lands. So.
Yeah, well, it's like a mafia leader. Like, he's got ties to everything: the Catholic churches, the Pelicans, the New Orleans Voodoo, the Saints, and it's nothing but a bunch of fucking bad decisions. You know what I mean? Like, get this bum out of here and get us a new GM and start over. Like, so.
And then he had anything to do with this damn rugby team we got here. Who brings rugby to South Louisiana?
I'm okay with bringing rugby, but you need to prioritize the football and the basketball teams. Fuck that rugby.
Yeah.
Like, I might go watch rugby now, as bad as the Saints play, and fuck, I might get some entertainment out of it, especially if it's women out there.
Yeah. It's, I think, if anything, I don't remember if you know about the baseball team New Orleans had. We had the Zephyrs, and then we had the Baby Cakes.
Yeah.
I think we're bringing something like that back.
We need some type of entertainment other than Mardi Gras, Trader Joe's, and a high crime rate. That's all we got right now.
Yeah, I know they were only a AA or AAA ball team, but, we need something,
Well, now you got to go to Biloxi to watch the Shuckers, which is AAA for Milwaukee Brewers. So
Milwaukee Brewers, yep. And then they're pretty good. I've seen some reviews from them. So they're a good team to be reckoned with from what I've seen. I don't know. We need something, man, in New Orleans. This is killer.
No, it's horrible.
Lose like this.
Yeah.
New Orleans needs to do something.
So I read a report the other day that Trader Joe's on a weekly basis has higher attendance than a Saints game right now. Fucking Trader Joe's is the worst place. I hate that fucking place.
Wow, it's crazy.
Their candles are overpriced. The meat's overpriced. Yeah, Buster. Hey, that's a good point. They got the in Biloxi, you got the Mississippi Seawolves too, which is a hockey team.
Yeah.
Well, they're not the Seawolves anymore. They're some weird ass names, but so Mississippi used to have the Seawolves, and they had the Mississippi Fire Dogs, which was an arena football team. The same time that New Orleans had the Voodoo.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're in bad shape, dude. Just you gotta stay loyal to the city, the organization, and just hope that they start operating with a little integrity.
Yep.
And Tom Benson right now, I guarantee he's rolling over in his grave. He's probably there's no way that he's just sitting back just enjoying this. So.
Yep.
But
like I said, like you said, stay loyal. Just go out and show support. For the team and for the organization. They'll figure out something. Hopefully we'll go into off season, figure out what we need to do in the draft, and, we get some help.
Well, I'm sure they got some type of insurance policy. You can fucking just burn that goddamn dome down, that Mercedes-Benz dome, and just start over and Chalmette or something, just become a franchise team. Down the road, I'm sure they got some space down there by the scrimp boats. We can put a little stadium in there, like back in the day, you know? I mean, anything's better than this fucking bullshit I gotta watch every Sunday.
I know it. Hey, question. Did you sent down the road down my crypto?
Yeah, I took care of it, so you gotta, just donate that $200 to the channel, that $220, and we'll call it even. I took care of it.
Perfect. Good deal.
So,
So he knows he can hear us right now. That's where he was asking, where's my crypto? So
yeah. Yeah, see, down the road just said play at Chalmette High. Fuck, I'd rather go there than, I'll pay them tolls to go over that Green Bridge.
hell yeah.
Fucking go down to the city, get my shit broken into for one, almost get robbed just to watch these motherfuckers get their ass beat. Like, bruh. Bust my window out my truck. Almost get robbed for my Jordans I had on. And then the icing on the cakes, watch these motherfuckers get their ass beat.
Yep.
Come on, man.
Yeah, look, Joseph just said a high school team could beat that.
Fuck, they probably could. But
Yep.
look here, appreciate your call, man. You want to go ahead with your shout outs?
Yep. Y'all go give me a like and share, follow on Camellia City Sportsman, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Duck hunting season's here, so I got some good content coming. Fishing's gonna get ramped up here soon too, so you guys give me a like, follow, share, and we'll see, where this goes to. And like I said, yeah, like, follow, share. Wicked Bayou Brewing Company. Dirty Red has worked up something with them, so we'll be doing a show there, and that's all I got.
All right, brother. Appreciate the call. Hide your baby mama and have fun out there this week.
Yeah, man. Wear that brown bag too.
I'll wear the brown bag up top and down below. On both heads, I got one. Custom made.
Out.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, man, that we're back to them days, but play at Chalmette High. Joe Dim, you was at LSU game yesterday, Saints game today. That was all you did was waste your time. You watched a bunch of bullshit this weekend. I think what hurts me the most is the Saints had every opportunity to win today. Like, the team was there. Like, they showed up. Defense played phenomenal early on. Love watching Roll Wave. Tulane went in there and whooped up on Temple. Much love, holding down the state right now. ACC championship. This motherfucker here. Yeah, down the road. Gotcha. Joe Dim, what you on a new YouTube channel? It's usually shows up Island Boy. But yeah, so the caller earlier says he goes to the game, gets his window busted in his car. He's parked in one of the pay for parking lots. Gets his window busted in the car. He gets robbed, and then he had to watch the Saints perform in that manner. Spent lots of money on alcohol. I don't know if alcohol would take this pain away. Say, guy.
Dirty Red is Buster.
What's up, Buster? This the real Buster or the imposter?
This is the real Buster. This is not the imposter.
My guy, what's happening?
Oh, man, this is why just listening to your show, man. You're doing good tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate that. What you think about these Saints today?
Pretty rough, man. Pretty rough. Everybody's been spot on. The only thing I can say is we still have to support them because you can't let them leave.
Yeah, I agree.
You look throughout history, and any city that's ever let a pro team leave has begged and groveled and clawed their way back to get one. So
yeah,
it's got to ride. You got to ride it, man. You got to go through the bad times, get back to the good times. That's just my opinion. But
And look,
it sucks.
the thing with me is I'm good with the bad times. I'm just a big integrity person, right? And when you're not playing with any energy and no motivation, you just lack integrity to me. I don't like that, man.
Well, no, that's a good point. You're looking at, look at, you have your fans that are paying to come to the game. You have your sponsors. You have, it's just a domino effect. And right now, the only thing they lack on the sidelines right now is a damn Xbox.
Yeah, that's exactly. I'm glad you said that. That's exactly right. It looks like a middle school field day on the sideline. You're getting your ass handed to you, and everybody's on the sideline just chopping it up.
Awarding mediocrity.
Yeah, and you're not even mediocre. You're below mediocre. You know what I mean? That's what there's just having that fierce competitor out there that hates to lose, like Sean Payton and Drew Brees and Will Smith and those guys that we had, Jeremy Shockey, like Jimmy Grant. We don't have any of them guys, and there's no dogs out there. These guys are accepting defeat. They're expecting defeat, and it's disgusting to see. Like, you go out there and you fight for 3.5, 4 quarters and you lose. Look, you lose. But when you go out there and you expect to lose and you play like that from the first snap of the game, it's fucking nobody wants to watch that.
No, and you're not fooling anybody.
No, body language says it all. Body language says it all. And look, a lot of it goes back to the coach. I like Kellen Moore. I thought he'd come in here and bring a different perspective to this offense, to the team, but specifically offensively. But sometimes just being a good coordinator and being a good offensive coach doesn't mean you're a good leader. And we've all been in leadership roles at some point. There's a time to chop it up. There's a time to, have fun with the team. But there's also a time where you gotta say, hey, I'm the boss. This is what's got to happen. And you put your head down and you go make it happen. And we're not doing that.
No, he's not doing that. We both know how it is. He didn't go in there and pick the biggest one in there and go bust him in his ass the first day.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Look, I've been in a leadership role for probably close to 10 years now, and sometimes what it takes is making that tough decision or having those crucial conversations to light a fire under somebody. If it was me, I would fucking fire Blake Grupe tonight. Blake Grupe didn't cost us the game, but he took the wind out of us early on. I would fucking fire that motherfucker tonight, and I don't give a fuck who the kicker is. You could put Cam Jordan as kicker, and he can miss every kick for the rest of the year. I don't want that motherfucker on the team. And until you pull it out and slap it on the table and show him who's boss, what you see on the sidelines, what you're going to get for the next 6 games.
You're exactly right. As soon as that plane landed tonight, well, it's already landed, but
yeah,
his ass, and he needs to set that example. He needs to set that tone. It's like, hey, do your job. You don't do your job, you're out of here.
That's exactly right. I'll give you an example, and we may have talked about this before. I don't think we have. Is Sean Payton? Sean Payton's always been that guy. But
oh yeah, absolutely.
At the end of Adrian Peterson's career, he comes to New Orleans, and he still had some gas in the tank at the time. And Monday Night Football, I'll never forget, he's out there mad because Sean Payton pulled him out the game because he fumbled or something. And Sean Payton got in his ass on live TV and then let him go a couple weeks later. Yeah. So, and what they got to understand is no one person is bigger than that team. And I don't think they have that. I don't think they have that person in the locker room saying, hey, it takes 11 on offense, it takes 11 on defense, it takes a 53 man roster to do what we're doing. The individual stats and contributions, that doesn't mean shit.
No.
How many years?
Not when you talk about championships.
No. Breeze threw 5,000 yards for 3 years in a row, and we didn't win a playoff game in that span. I mean, all them numbers don't fucking matter.
Nope.
So, I don't know, man. I think it's I think you lack discipline, and that's the number one thing, and I hate it. Because you don't have those old-style coaches like a Sean Payton or a John Gruden or a Bill Belichick or Bill Parcells that will just light you up when you don't do your job. But that's what's got to happen. Right now, you don't do your job, you give up a huge sack, or you throw a big pick, Kellen slaps you on the ass and says maybe next time. No, motherfucker, that's not good enough.
Now.
Yeah, that is not good enough. So
next time, you keep going with next time. You're happy as you're going to be in the off season before everybody else.
Yeah, well, you say next time, there may not be no next time.
There may not be a next time.
Yeah, and at this point, I wouldn't be mad if there wasn't a next time. So, it starts everywhere. It starts in the trenches. I think the defense looks okay. Defense will keep you in games, but they can only do so much. When you go 3 and out and your defense is on the field 3/4 of the game, I mean, you can expect what you've seen today. Offensive line's not holding up. The receivers aren't catching passes. You can't run the ball. You wasn't able to establish the running game. Fucking Taysom Hill ran the ball for 11 times for 17 yards. Look, I love Taysom. He's been part of that franchise for 8 years now, 9 years. Get him the fuck off the field. He's not the Taysom that we know. 11 carries, 17 yards. Give those 11 carries to a running back, a young running back. Give those 11 plays to Shuck to get in rhythm. Do something. But Taysom running the ball 11 times? Come on, man. Come on. Give the motherfucker to Devin Neal or AK and let him go fight for it. We don't get it. We don't get it. It is what it is at this point. What are we playing for? So I think at this point of the year, it's more of an audition for the future.
Absolutely.
Just like the Cleveland Browns today, they start Shador because Dylan Gabriel went down with a concussion last week. And I think what you're going to see from Cleveland for the rest of the year is an audition for the starting quarterback of the future, and for that organization to say, hey, we found our quarterback, or Gabriel's not the guy, Shador's not the guy, we need to go draft a quarterback. And that's what the Saints need to be doing. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see Spencer back in by the end of the year. Because we've had the conversation. The drop passes, the O-line, I know Basin doesn't agree with that, but it's evident now. It is. It's evident. And that you're exactly right. So it starts with a offensive line. It don't matter. You could put fucking prime Peyton Manning or Tom Brady in there. It doesn't matter who's back there. If you don't have an O-line or you don't have your receivers are dropping passes, it doesn't matter who's throwing it. You could throw it spot on.
And you need a running game.
You gotta have, and that's where it starts. You gotta have a running game to establish a passing game to take. And what that running game does is it takes the pass rush off of you.
Yeah.
The people that don't understand football, like they say, oh well, they tried to run the ball and they just couldn't. Well, that's not good enough because sometimes even 2 or 3 yards, a carry, the defense still has to respect that. Whenever you quit running, they can just tee off and blitz you. So, look, there's an old thing Bill Parcells always said, the running game opens up the passing game, and the passing game opens up the running game. It's a complementary sport. You got to be able to be balanced and do both well. And just to make defenses and offenses respect you. Like, if you're running the ball, you're being successful running the ball, and they load the box on you, well, you got to get 8 men out of the box, you got to be able to throw it down the field. And that backs linebackers up, that backs a secondary up. That you know what I mean. You don't have a safety blitzing because they may throw it deep, but we don't have that. We're one dimensional, and that one dimensional is I don't know what dimension it is because we can't do nothing good.
Yeah, I don't know what dimension.
It sucks, man. Look, I'm 61. I'll be 62 next month, and I've never seen them this bad. I just don't fucking. I mean,
well, early happy birthday, man.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, dude, that shit's good. I ate about fucking 8 BC powders today. My girl broke up with me again. She done broke up with me one time in the last 4 weeks, every week. So I already going through that shit, Buster. And So I took 4 BCs this morning. I took 4 BCs this evening, and I'm about to have to go take some more because fucking God, I don't know what to do with these Saints, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think this headache's gonna go away until we fucking sign Lane Kiffin.
He's having a rough life, man, and the boys are just shitting all over you.
I know. I'm having fucking on the field and off the field problems like right now, like fucking Antonio Brown. I'm the new fucking AB, man.
Hey, as long as you don't need a lawyer, man, you'll be doing all right.
After today, I might. You never know. Fucking call Morris Bard up or somebody. Fuck.
All right, my brother. You have a good night, brother.
All right, dude. How'd your baby mama?
All right, man. Later.
Later. Fuck, man. Life's tough right now. Old Buster. Always a good call with Buster. So a lock of the week was the Rams -7. They just went down and scored, and they just ran an interception back for a touchdown. Rams up 14-0 first quarter. So our lock of the week's looking good right now. And that's live. Baker threw it to the tight end. Tight end, Cade Otton, bobbled it. The defender took it from Otton and returned it back for probably about a 70-yard, 60-yard interception. So 14-0 Rams on Tampa Bay right now. That's our lock of the week, and that gets us back in the green if this does hit. So that one may get overturned. I don't know. I don't know if you have possession, but yeah. Back to the Saints and LSU. Lack of discipline, lack of effort, lack of integrity. So I mean, at some point you got to hold yourself accountable. You got to hold your teammates accountable. And I just don't see that on the field. You know, sometimes the toughest conversations is holding somebody accountable, but if that's what it takes and it causes issues, it causes issues. But it brings out the most in a person when you can, you know, confirm touchdown. Oh, Joe Dim said, I know a good lawyer. I already reached out to you about that, Joe. You told me she don't work on what I need. Get paid all that money and can't catch a cold. But yeah, speaking of can't catch a cold, I just seen that from number 88 on the Bucks. LSU yesterday, not good. Not good at all. Offensively, defensively. And look, don't take anything away from Western Kentucky. I think going into that game, they were 8-2. Well-coached team, scrappy team. But LSU just played like garbage. The fucking Saints. Yeah, so what I was saying earlier is one of the guys said he went to the game today. His window got busted out in his car. Somebody stole his Jordans from him. He had the Jordan 1s, the red and black ones. They stole his Jordans from him. And then he had to watch the fucking Saints get beat up. Man, that's a tough day. That's a tough day, Brian. Sorry to hear that, man. You got to park closer to the dome so that don't happen. It could be a little sketchy down there sometimes. Fucking Taysom Hill, 11 rushes, 17 yards. Y'all heard Rain Man talking about the price of gold. We don't talk about that often, but if you got gold, it's at a it's high right now, 41.78 an ounce. A 10-ounce bar selling for $43,000. Shout out to my boy Phil. Happy birthday today. I know we shouted him out early, but we didn't have many viewers on at the time. Sam called in and said we went 11-1 on the picks that we give out on Thursday. 11-1 on the money line picks. That's huge. Let's run through these scores real quick. Falcons Saints. Falcons win 24-10. Eagles, Cowboys. Eagles were up 21-0 and found a way to lose the game. They lost 24-21 to Dallas. Shador, first start as an NFL quarterback, leads the Browns to a 24-10 win against the Raiders. Steelers with a banged-up Jalen Warren and had to start Mason Rudolph at quarterback. Lost to the Bears in a semi-shootout, 28-31. Patriots in a tough one versus the Bengals, 26-20. Lions win in overtime. Jabari Gibbs goes for over 200, drops 61 fantasy points, had 3 touchdowns. They win 34-27. Ravens beat the Jets 23-10. We expected that. Seattle beats the Titans 30-24. JSN went off today. I think he had 155 in the third quarter. Packers beat the Vikings. Vikings got to feel like idiots right now. You're running with a pretty much a rookie quarterback with J.J. McCarthy, who hasn't proved anything in the league, and you let Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones walk. Both of them are premier quarterbacks in the league right now. The Vikings should feel like jackasses. They went from being 14-2 to probably not even making the playoffs because you don't got a quarterback. That is a New Orleans Saints move if I've ever seen one. Colts and Chiefs. Chiefs down early. Colts looked impressive in the first 3 quarters. Mahomes led a comeback. Went to overtime, kicked the game-winning field goal. And as y'all know, Texans and the Bills. We told y'all to bet the over 43 on that. It ended up landing at 42. So it's a brief recap of what we had. Jahmyr Gibbs, yeah. Jabari. Shut the fuck up down the road. Jabari. Who is Jabari? I don't know. Jahmyr, my bad, dude. Who's that gangsta fight in the background correcting me? It's like freaking spell check over here. I know there's some speculation about this new stadium, sports stadium that they're building down there in Chalmette. There's been rumors on WWL and WDSU that it could be a new Saints stadium. So y'all keep an eye on that. I think they're going to be filling in where they park those shrimp boats down there off what is it, Paris Road or something. You can't spell sick. Hang on a second. When you call in, we'll help you spell it. So yeah, they're going to be building a new stadium down there, filling in where they got all those shrimp boats off Paris Road. So down the road, if he calls in today or Wednesday, he could kind of give us a little insight on that. But y'all check out WDSU or WWL. Y'all see the reports about that new sports stadium. Right now, the conference that Tulane be in, I think they're in the AAC, not the ACC or SEC. It's AAC, like, pretty sure. Let's check it out. I think Tulane's close to a playoff berth. Tulane Conference. Pretty sure it's AAC. Yeah, AAC. Down the road, you need to put some tinfoil on those bunny ears or something so you can get better service or something. I done told you I can't spell it. Yeah, we know. Believe me, we know. Y'all continue to like, share, and subscribe on Facebook and the YouTube post. We'll get back to the shorts. I know we haven't put one out in a couple weeks. That's where we're getting most of our views and shares from. We'll get back on the grind this week, hopefully, before Thanksgiving. Get something out from the last couple videos. But yeah, rough week to be a LSU or Saints fan. Tulane once again holding it down. Pels ain't holding down shit. You got them frozen shrimp. At one point, I thought the Pels was going to run the city this year, but fuck, they can't even run their own bathwater. They just as bad as the Saints. So, Zion needs to go. That whole organization, man. And that's another team that sucked for so long, got lottery pick after lottery pick after lottery pick. You would think that they would have like a starting five of like the Olympic starting five over there, but fucking just hot garbage. And I know Mickey Loomis is somewhere in the background helping these guys. Them people from down the road, they can't spell or read. I'm sorry about old Don. Yeah, I went down there the other day to get some shrimp. Fucking frozen shrimp. I'm going to just start going to the grocery store from now on. Trying to support the local businesses, but I'm glad they shutting that shit down because we paying tariffs on everything from overseas now. And then he's marking up, or one of his boats down there is marking up the prices on shrimp. We shoot ducks though. They marking up the prices on shrimp, but they frozen shrimp. So I go to the local place over here by me, right outside Metairie, get some good shrimp, $5.99 a pound. But then he want to sell, they selling the frozen shrimp for $8.99. So no, none of that. Yeah, Don open up that box of crayons like a Snicker bar and just take a bite out of all of them. You know, the color don't matter. He'd take the lid off and just take a bite. Come out looking like Tech 9 with a custom grill. Rams got the ball again driving. Man, for the football people, other than just, Saints fans, dude, this guy, Matthew Stafford, has flew under the radar for so long and is such a good value at the quarterback position. Such a good thrower of the football, can throw it a mile, accurate, smart, student of the game. Number 1 overall recruit, committed to Georgia, first round pick, spent most of his career in Detroit, had some big time years with Megatron, but man, I'm glad to see him having success because the guy is super, super talented. He reminds me a lot of Drew, like with his accuracy and the way he approaches the game. And he's an older quarterback too. I don't know off the top of my head, but I'd say he's probably 37, 38, 36, 37, somewhere in there. Well, look, I'm not going to drag this on tonight. I'm going to run it for an hour and 32. We're at a minute and 28, or an hour and 28. Looks like the calls kind of dropped off. We got 7 calls tonight, so I'm okay with that. Good show, good viewership tonight, consistent viewership. Once again, I appreciate everybody. Keep y'all's eyes on this LSU news. Expect a decision. So there'll probably be rumors out this week. Some more legit rumors about LSU and Lane. And then, heading to the latter part of next weekend. After that, this time next weekend, I expect to pretty much know what's going on. And that's huge because also for the football fans that don't know, the way this whole NIL and the way college football is structured these days, if a coach does leave the team, the player has 30 days to also leave that team. So it doesn't matter what part of the season. So some of those out-of-state recruits like Chambliss or the other quarterback that they got from California, Ole Miss, if Lane leaves, he could be bringing them with him. So it's huge on having a head coach, but it's also going to be huge for that first transfer portal, which is before the national championship game. But it's also important for him to get his feet wet in the state and the current recruiting path that BK and Frank's got us on. So reports today or yesterday and the day before that LSU would be open to bringing Coach O back as a coordinator if Lane comes in. For the people that don't know, Lane and Coach O have a history of coaching together. USC, I think Ole Miss as well. Maybe not Ole Miss. Coach O was at Ole Miss, but I know they were on the same coaching staff at USC, so that would be huge. Yeah, Island Boy. Get him and Coach O. Get Coach O in there as defensive line coach, and let Lane run that offense and recruit. Recruiting is where we need him. So Stafford 9 for 9, 90 yards and a touchdown. And driving right now. If Tampa loses this game, Carolina might be the number 1 team in the division. When's the last time we said that? All right, well, we hit our mark for the day. Like I said, good viewership tonight. I appreciate everybody that called in, that stayed on the call. This is probably one of our most consistent shows when it comes to concurrent viewers. So appreciate the love. Appreciate the donations to the channel. Buster, 125 this week. Camellia City donated right at $200 for shirts, hats. So we're working on some merch in the background. Appreciate that. Y'all make sure y'all click on Camellia City's page right there. Go subscribe to his channel. And as usual, we'll keep y'all updated with the Wicked Bayou Brewing Company. I'll reach out to them this week and see if they got those permits approved. But we'll be live on opening night from the brewery in Slidell. So that should be pretty fun. They got a bunch of different beers, custom beers, IPAs. It's a local shop owned by a family of 3 or 4. Y'all check them out. They got a Facebook and Instagram page, so y'all go check them out. As usual, we'll check out of here. Right now, we're 2-2 on the picks. Down the road, donated $250. You ain't donate shit because you still owe me $80 from the other day on them scrimp. You still in the hole. With the Rams pending tonight for lock of the week, which is trending in the right direction. The Rams was -7. Looks like they're about to score again. They're driving, so this thing could be a 3-possession game in a matter of minutes. All right, well, make sure y'all hide y'all's baby mamas. Look, if she can't respect the baggage that comes with you, she ain't the one for you. Keep your head up. Keep driving in the right direction. Make sure y'all check out them frozen shrimp on the south side of that Green Bridge. As y'all know, Rain Man, he said he needs some help doing yard work this week. Joseph Dim, he needs a good lawyer. If y'all know a lawyer in the area, y'all reach out to Joseph Dim. Camellia City, he's out there duck hunting, so y'all wanna join him. I'm sure he can make some room on the John boat. Busta H, Busta H, Busta Cherry, whatever you want to call her, wherever he's from. Loyal caller. My boy Basin couldn't make it tonight. He's on vacation with the family. Steve-O is in Afghanistan right now. He's taking care of, he's on a private mission, so can't really talk about what's going on there, but all I know is he went over there with some luggage, so yeah, well, look here, Dirty Red. Dirty Red's out. Appreciate y'all's love. Hide your baby mama. We'll see y'all Wednesday.